We recently took a boat trip to Harkers Island from Wilmington with 5 other families, and it was a great time. And it's definitely something that we hope to do in the years to come, as well as try different areas along our coastal waterway. So after 15-20 minutes of riding, we are now at Wrightsville Beach, just taking in the sights as we are really at the starting point of our boat trip, which ends up being about 5 to 6 hours if we take in consideration the stops that we made along the way. So after driving for about an hour, hour and a half, we were ready to eat, and so we decided to stop in Surf City and dine at a restaurant called Sears Landing, which is on the water. Again, the food was amazing, even though I don't have any video of the food other than the tuna nachos, which were absolutely delicious. Once we made it past Jacksonville and the restricted area, we decided to take a quick break to cool down and just allow everyone just to kind of be able to relax for a little bit before we continue on our trip to Harkers Island. At this point in the trip, we were more than halfway to Harkers Island when we made the stop. just making our way through Morehead City now. After another 20-30 minutes, we arrived to Beaufort. When we arrived in downtown Beaufort, we did stop to fuel up for our last leg of the trip, which were almost maybe 45 minutes to an hour from Harkers Island. Downtown Beaufort is amazing, especially viewing it from the water. Absolutely breathtaking, and would encourage anyone, if they had an opportunity to visit, to check it out, whether you're on land or especially by water. Just absolutely stunning. After 6 hours of boating and stopping to take in the sights, we finally made it to Harkers Island, which you can see the water tower off in the distance is where we're heading to our final destination to check in. Though the sun was shining, it was a very windy day, which made it a challenge when we were trying to dock our boats. As you can see, the boats are tied up, but they're rocking just because the wind was so strong, as well as the current was very strong that day. So real quick, I'm just doing a quick walk around of the room that we were staying in, which was a two double bed room, which it offers a kitchen, refrigerator, along with bathroom, shower accommodations. They do have other room options that you could select. Again, the great thing about staying here was we did have the option to have a wet slip that we can keep our boat in, since we obviously came by boat instead of by car. So the next morning, we took our boats to Shackleford Island, which is known for the wild horses that they have on the island. And if you look closely, you can see them off to the distance. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get really close to them just because there were some ATVs riding around, which I think pushed them back into the woods. But nevertheless, we were still able to enjoy the island and just relax and enjoy our day out on the beach and take in the sights. On our last day there, we took our boats over to Cape Lookout, which was about a 10-minute boat ride from where we were staying. And I took this video just to give you kind of a reference point of how close we were from the beach to the lighthouse, which obviously is just over the dunes. We ended up cutting our trip short only because we were expecting bad weather that Sunday, so ended up coming back Saturday, and as you can see, we did run into some rain that eventually turned into some serious thunderstorm, but we did manage to ride it out, and eventually were able to get out of the storm and safely back home. This was a fun trip. I would highly encourage anyone, if they were interested in trying something different and enjoy riding on a boat for several hours, to make this journey. And again, this is something that will be a lasting memory with my family as well as with our friends, and can't wait to do this again in the years to come.